Hey, bye. Thomas here. Today we'll be working on a drive on a kayak and everything. First off, the dogs are kind of all around here, so they're panting. So you'll hear a whole lot of dog panting. But the symptom currently, this right here. See how this shaft goes up and down? And as I'm pedaling, I kind of hear that right there. So I watched another video, but this is going to be the short and simple, to the point, everything. I believe this is like a 14 millimeter. I don't have my 14 millimeter wrench. It magically disappeared. So I've got a 9/16, which will also work. On this drive here, it actually has a nylon nut. On my new drives, it actually has a like a wing nut and everything that you can take off by hand. I'm going to take this off. And I'll speed up the video throughout and everything where needed. That comes out. There's a washer on top. Put that off to the side. You've got a pin right here that kind of goes through. This will slide out. This is like your shear pin. Put that off to the side as well. And then we're going to go ahead and get out our Allen wrenches. I believe the two wrenches you need are like a 4 millimeter and a 3 millimeter. So you have to take off these two screws on the bottom of the skeg here, because those also kind of go in and hold this cartridge, if you will, that's in here. And these suckers are in there kind of tight. I believe from the factory they probably put some type of, maybe not Loctite, but something like that. And again, only these top two, or bottom two, excuse me, bolts will come out. The front one, you can take this whole skeg assembly off. You don't need to take the front one off. You just take these ones off. And try not to drop them on the ground. And I do have some Loctite that was in my box, and it's not there now, because once we do this fix, I want to go ahead and put some Loctite on it so it doesn't happen again. Hang on, 2 for 2. Okay, now there's two bolts on here, and I was told that they're 3 millimeter. I hope they are. Yes, they are 3 millimeter. There we go. Okay, when you take these out, there's also a gasket on there. Make sure the gasket remains. Don't drop these, because it actually has some, it appears to be some anti-seize on them. So if you drop those, you'll get them in the dirt, or whatever your floor material is made out of. Again, gaskets on there. And then this section right here, this cartridge, should just pop right out. Let's see. Yep, comes right out. And if what I've seen is correct, and it is, there's my problem. See that right there? This bolt right here has loosened up. Actually, it's pretty clean on the inside. All right, so that right there is all I have to tighten up. Pretty cool. They do have some type of lubrication on here, and there's still plenty of it on there. I'm not gonna add any more. I'm actually not sure what type this is, but as you can see, this unit is watertight, even though it's in the water. I'm gonna take what little bit there is right here, put it on those splines a little bit better. If you have this knocking, you want to make sure you go ahead and take care of that sooner rather than later, because over time you could wear onto the face of that spline there, and you don't want to do that. Okay, again, I got a plastic bag here I'm putting it on so it's not going to get dirt or anything on it. And we're going to find out what size that is. It looks considerably smaller. going to try a 2mm or even a 1.5. Well, nope. It's a 3mm. Okay, 3mm. Let me go get my Loctite stuff now so we can put that on there. Well, that was an utter fail. Can't seem to find it. Had it last here in my toolbox, and now it's in the ether somewhere. Who knows? With kids and, you know, a working farm, stuff just goes missing everywhere. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tighten this up and put my man strength into it. Okay, so this is a situation I thought I'd be in. They said put, I believe, an Allen wrench through here. 4mm does not fit. Don't seem to have anything smaller. Okay. We'll put one of my Torx through it. It might be just enough to hold it right there. Let's try that. Yeah. Again, I'm just gonna snug it. That's pretty snug. And then next is the replacement. Okay, you've got these two bottom holes right here. Those have to line up with the skeg screws there, and you have these two holes there. So again, put that in there. Slide right into the shaft. There's no more play on that shaft, as you can see. Let's go ahead and place in our bolts again with that rubber gasket on there. And again, using a 3mm. Go ahead and just work those in. And then while I'm doing that, put in these ones that are on the skeg. Just make sure everything's seated. It doesn't appear that it is. So I'm just going to put these in here. Come on, dog, watch out. Just going to put these in here and just start them. Just like that. Just hold them in there. And then use these two here to pull in that cartridge. And these ones here were cinched down pretty tight. Okay. I'm going to come back and cinch those here in just a second. These right here match up, so that's good. Go ahead and Daniel, go ahead and get ready, please. Okay. Okay. Those are nice and tight. Do the same on this. Oh, I don't know if I talked. Yeah. Again, this was just making that clicking noise, it was still working. I have seen other videos and stuff like that where people said they were kind of like it fully detached, and they became quasi-stranded out there, and they had to paddle back or get towed back. Always make sure you have your paddle with you. Okay, so that's locked on there. Put our nylon nut on here. Nice and tight. Look at that. No more play whatsoever. Do the old spin test. I'm happy with it. There you have it. No more play. Good to go. Fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Quick and easy fixing of the drive where you have either a loss of propulsion due to it that bolt completely backing out, or you have play in here and you've got a knocking sound, a ticking sound. All right, folks, have a good one. We'll see you around.